Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Nitin Joshi, Professor Neurology, with teaching experience of 25 years, working as consultant neurosurgeon in Panvel for more than 30 years. Today, we will discuss the topic rationale of pelvic lymph node dissection in carcinoma bladder. Indications of pelvic lymph node dissection are 1. In muscle invasive bladder cancer, that is with radical cystectomy or with bladder preserving protocol, that is trimodal therapy or partial cystectomy. In all, bilateral pelvic lymph node dissection is done, which is diagnostic, therapeutic as well as prognostic. Studies have shown that radical cystectomy with bilateral pelvic lymph node dissection is a standard of care for invasive bladder cancer. This is because cystectomy provides the best survival outcomes and lowest recurrence rate. Second indication of pelvic lymph node dissection is carcinoma prostate, that is with radical prostatectomy. Third, in case of high-grade carcinoma of penis. And fourth indication, high-grade lower ureteric TCC of the ureter. Principles of pelvic lymph node dissection is removal of fibrofatty lymphatic tissue in relation to major pelvic vessels which form primary echelon, that is sentinel lymph nodes, for carcinoma bladder and prostate, and secondary echelon for carcinoma of penis and lower ureteric malignancies. It is always to be performed bilaterally as there is crossover of lymphatics. The primary echelon of bladder and prostate are external iliac, internal iliac, and obturator group of lymph nodes. In case of carcinoma of prostate, it commonly drains even presacral group of lymph nodes. Since in case of high-grade invasive TCC of bladder, there is possibility of involvement of prostatic stroma. So, presacral group of lymph nodes should be removed routinely even in case of TCC of invasive bladder cancer. Presacral group of lymph nodes are fewer in number, lie dorsal to bladder and rectum. Secondary echelon for carcinoma bladder and prostate are common iliac group of lymph nodes, while tertiary echelon for carcinoma bladder and prostate are para-aortic, paracaval and inter-aortic caval group of lymph nodes. Pelvic lymph node dissection can be performed either by open or laparoscopic or robotic approach. Rationale of pelvic lymph node dissection in muscle invasive bladder cancer. The cross-sectional study have shown that in patients with muscle invasive bladder cancer with no lymph node metastasis on radiological investigation, when the specimen is subjected to histopathology, it is seen that about 20% of patients have micrometastasis in pelvic lymph nodes. Thus, pelvic lymph node dissection remains the most accurate method of staging. Studies have also shown that in patients with high-grade TCC of muscle invasive bladder cancer, the first common site of metastasis is pelvic lymph nodes. So, bilateral pelvic lymph node dissection results into removal of micrometastasis, thus better cancer control locally and survival benefit. The pelvic lymph node dissection in case of muscle invasive bladder cancer has been proved to be diagnostic, therapeutic and prognostic significance in positive lymph node patients as well as lymph node negative patient. Diagnostic, this is because during metastatic workup, radiological investigative modality is most commonly used modality to diagnose metastasis. The most commonly used radiological investigation at present is pre and post contrast CT scan abdomen pelvis. However, there are limitations to radiological investigative modality. To detect metastasis in lymph nodes, size criteria is utilized in case of pre and post contrast CT scan abdomen pelvis. Usually, cutoff value for size is 1 cm of lymph node. This is because lymph nodes which are of size less than 1 cm cannot be detected, and so there are Though there are no lymph nodes on routine radiological investigation, but when that specimen of pelvic lymph node dissection is subjected to histopathology, it turned out to be positive in 20% of patients, thus upstaging of primary tumor. Thus, diagnostic significance. Therapeutic significance, removal of metastatic lymph nodes, even in presence of micrometastasis, removes metastatic tumor cells, thus better loco-regional control and hence survival benefit. Prognostic significance of pelvic lymph node dissection. As the number of metastatic lymph nodes increases, the local recurrence as well as systemic recurrence increases. Thus, cancer specific as well as overall survival decreases. As per Jewett and Marshall, the probability of involvement of regional lymph nodes in case of carcinoma of bladder is directly proportional to depth of invasion of bladder wall by primary tumor, that is stage of primary tumor. So as the tumor progresses from muscle to perivesical or adjacent organs, the incidence of the lymph node metastasis in the pelvic region increases. Skinner had studied meticulous pelvic lymph node dissection. However, neither the definition of adequate lymph node dissection nor the cranial limit or boundary or extent of pelvic lymph node dissection has yet defined. Where adequate lymph node dissection means exact number of total lymph nodes removed at the time of dissection. The accepted boundaries of pelvic lymph node dissection are: 1. Distal limit is on the lateral aspect superficial circumflex iliac vein, which is tributary of great saphenous vein, present 1 cm below inguinal ligament, while on medial aspect distal limit is lymph node of Ploquet present in inguinal region. The lateral limit of pelvic lymph node dissection is endopelvic fascia present on lateral pelvic wall, while medial limit is bladder, and posteriorly or in depth it is the anterior surface of internal iliac artery at the pelvic level, while at abdominal level posterior limit is genitofemoral nerve present on psoas major muscle, which forms the lateral limit. This includes even bilateral obturator fossa, where obturator nerve is made bare, and presacral group of lymph nodes are commonly removed. Now, cranial boundary. Depending upon the cranial limit or boundary, pelvic lymph node dissection is classified into 3 types. 1. Standard lymph node dissection or level 1 lymph node dissection, where cranial extent of lymph node dissection is below the bifurcation of common iliac vessels. Extended pelvic lymph node dissection means any lymph node dissection above standard pelvic lymph node dissection. Level 2 dissection means dissection of both the common iliac vessels. Level 3 dissection or super extended lymph node dissection. Dissection starting from the origin of inferior mesenteric artery, that is 3 to 4 cm proximal to bifurcation of aorta. Thus, in level 3, there is dissection of para-aortic, paracaval and inter-aortocaval group of lymph nodes. According to one study, on-table lymph nodes from primary echelon, that is sentinel lymph nodes, are sent for frozen section, and if these lymph nodes are negative, then other extension in the lymph node dissection can be omitted. Significance of extended lymph node dissection. Studies have shown that extended lymph node dissection has survival benefit in lymph node positive as well as in lymph node negative patients. Second, due to extended lymph node dissection, sample size increases. Due to this increased sample size, probability of finding positive lymph node increases. Thus, it helps in improving the staging as well as survival benefit. Now, the concept of total number of lymph nodes to be removed during pelvic lymph node dissection. Though at present there are no consensus regarding total number of lymph nodes to be removed at the time of pelvic lymph node dissection, which constitute adequate pelvic lymph node dissection, the accepted cutoff number of lymph nodes is 25. However, at number 16 lymph nodes, there is strongest positive correlation that is positive correlation between positive lymph nodes and total number of lymph nodes removed. The total number of lymph nodes removed depends upon number 1, extent and thoroughness of lymph node dissection. Second, studies have shown that converting en bloc lymph node dissection into separate lymphatic package will increase the yield of lymph nodes 3 times. Third, the alertness of operating surgeon in proper labeling of the specimen. And fourth, alertness of pathologists in proper reporting. Significance of total lymph nodes removed. Total number of lymph nodes removed at time of pelvic lymph node dissection defines thoroughness and completeness of lymph node dissection. Second, as the number of lymph nodes removed increases, sample size increases, so probability of finding positive lymph node increases. Thus, chance of understaging of the primary tumor decreases. Third, total number of lymph nodes removed is independent prognostic survival factor. Fourth, in case of lymph node positive patient, as the number of positive lymph node increases, the survival decreases and hence prognosis decreases. In case of lymph node positive patient, it is important to know even how much lymph node is occupied by tumor, which determines tumor burden. The concept of lymph node density. It is applicable only in lymph node positive patients. It is expressed in terms of percentage. It is the ratio of number of positive lymph nodes to the total number of lymph nodes removed. Lymph node density is equal to number of positive lymph nodes divided by total number of lymph nodes removed. The number of positive lymph nodes which are positive means tumor burden, and total number of lymph nodes removed means extent of lymph node dissection. The tumor burden, extent of lymph node dissection as well as lymph node density all are important prognostic factors for local or systemic recurrence and cancer specific survival. Studies have shown that patients with lymph node density less than 20% have better prognosis than patients with lymph node density more than 20%. Also, studies have shown that in lymph node positive patient, 5-year survival is better up to lymph nodes which are up to 5. The survival decreases as the number of positive lymph nodes are more than or equal to 6 lymph nodes. Studies have shown that extension of procedure from standard lymph node dissection to extended lymph node dissection, about 30 to 60 minutes only more are required, but with no added blood loss or no added major complication. Thank you very much.